And good morning. You're tuning in to WJOB AM 1230, 104.7 FM. It's the City of East Chicago show. I am your host of the show. Along with myself today, we have the Director of Multimedia for the City of East Chicago, Steve Segura. And we have two special guests joining us today. We have Pat Melendez. She is the new Director of HR for the City of East Chicago. And we have Vanessa Hernandez-Orange, and she is the Director of Parks and Recreation. So we're going to turn it over to Steve with any information he wants to share right off the bat, and then we are going to introduce you to Pat Melendez.
And here I thought I was going last.
Oh, do you want to go last, Steve? You know.
It's okay. Actually, I have something.
I was saving the best for last. See?
You're right. I'm sorry. Absolutely right. But I have a great announcement today. We've been cooking something up in the kitchen over at Special Events, and it is my pleasure to announce that Mayor Anthony Copeland is having a home decorating contest for the 4th of July. So we want all the residents to celebrate your 4th of July by showing us your patriotic spirit and your East Chicago pride. Now the contest rules are as follows. Participation is open to all East Chicago residents. You have to have a home now. Display your American colored themes, flags, banners, bunting, etc. Decorate to your heart's content. Entry form must be received by Tuesday, June 22nd at 3 p.m. at the Parks and Recreation office, and that is at 1615 East 142nd Street in East Chicago. Your home must be decorated by June 25th. Judging will be done on Tuesday, June 29th and Wednesday, June 30th. The entry forms are due by Tuesday, June 22nd at 3 p.m. and winners will be announced on Friday, July 2nd at www.eastchicago.com and on our Facebook page on ECTV News. To enter your home, all you do is complete your form, register at the parks, and if you have any questions, call 391-8482. There will be prizes. You will be given a sign to display that your home is in the contest, and the winners will get a sign saying that you won. So it's a really cool contest. We're really excited about it. I can't wait to see some of the homes and see what they're doing. It's just going to be a great time. And we're decorating East Chicago too, by the way. You know, we're doing City Hall. I was out last night changing the colors to red, white, and blue. So from Memorial Day to the 4th of July, you're going to see nothing but patriotic colors all.
Well, then maybe we should have left the flag behind us so we could have gotten in the mood. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we have Jet TV.
Right, we have Jet TV. We have to have a one that says East Chicago TV.
That's right.
We'll have to switch that up for the East Chicago show.
And if you haven't had time to go to our website, visit it. We have a lot of cool information on there, good stuff for the residents. We want to make sure that you check out our newsletter, and it's mailed to the homes every month. We've been very, very diligently producing one every month. The last issue was loaded with police information, stuff about our downtown, the new Planning and Economic Development Director, projects. I mean, you name it, it's all in there. It's a great informational tool. I'm very proud of it. We get a lot of compliments on it, and we're looking forward to having some fun in East Chicago this summer.
Well, East Chicago is definitely a fun place, and with the festivals, we had a halt last summer to a lot of the activities, but it looks like things are starting to pick back up. Now, how will the judging come about? Will it be like citizens can judge and vote on a home, or is there a panel of judges that will make the decisions?
There will be a panel of judges, correct?
Yes.
Both me and Vanessa sit on the committee with a couple other people, and we're going to judge it for 3 days,
Correct.
and then we'll pick the winners.
Great. Okay, well, everybody should participate, get involved. Beautification is key in the City of East Chicago.
And I want to remind everyone right now, Block Stadium is near completion. So if you haven't been to the harbor, go take a look down the harbor. All the buildings are getting renovated. The gallery's being renovated. Mayor Copeland has been on this, let's fix this downtown, so it's a it's a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight, everyone. Many people that drive back into our town are like, wow, I can't believe all this is happening.
There's so many
in
compliments
Chicago
for the
again.
city of East Chicago.
And,
Yes.
I'm proud of the progress. I love baseball, and also Kenny Lofton is getting a mural done of him.
Fantastic.
Local artist Marco Salazar has been working with park director. I'm sorry if I stole some of your time.
You're stealing all of Vanessa's. I know.
All right, pause.
All right,
She'll
we're
pick it back up.
moving on. We're going to take this over to the ladies that have joined us today. And of course, we're going to start with the new HR director, Pat Melendez. Welcome, and tell our listeners
Thank you.
a little bit about you, Pat.
Okay, born and raised in East Chicago. I started working for the city of East Chicago, believe it or not, 1981.
Really?
Yes, so I worked for 39 years at the City of East Chicago Police Department. I think a lot of people know me from there. And Mayor Copeland always wanted to merge the HR office that we had there with the HR office at City Hall. And
So you'd have just one HR for the entire city of East Chicago, or what?
we had a little satellite there at the police department, and now we've merged with the main City Hall. But Mayor Copeland found that it was time now. So he did appoint me as the interim HR director since January of this year. And I have a great staff. Shout out to my team there, to Nikki, Rob, Elida, and Loretta. And it's been quite an experience. I love it there. I've always had a passion to help people. And I see the city moving forward, and I'm excited to be the interim director there, HR director. And right now, we are looking to hire people, so we have a lot of opportunities, a lot. And they range from nurses to administrative interns. We have 22 different departments in the city. We work with 500 employees, close to 500 employees right now that we serve. And right now we find that there's a lot of people that are starting to go back to the workforce, and they're looking for jobs. So it's very easy to apply with the city. We have our website. They just go to, I believe there's a tab that says employment, and you just go on www.eastchicago.com, and you could download the application, or you're more than welcome to come into the City Hall at 4525 Indianapolis Boulevard. You will be greeted by a security guard and just ask that you're there for an application. And we're more than happy to give you the application. You could always call if you have any problems filling out the application. But again, we have so many job positions, part-time, full-time. And I believe that Vanessa will talk about one of the job openings that we have that does affect her department, so then I just move it on to you.
Well, first of all, before we move on to Vanessa, this is just amazing that the city is actually hiring,
Yes.
and that, the process seems so smooth.
Yes, it is.
Now, when you look on the website, will that list the openings that are available?
All the openings, from full-time.
This is amazing. This is
Yes.
like the new East Chicago.
Exactly.
I mean, you've been there since the 80s. To see a website like this with job
Big
listings,
change, big change.
this is truly amazing.
We're moving forward. We are moving forward, the technology.
Steve.
And we have Steve.
Kudos.
We have Steve that helps us out.
This was one of my projects, and I'm very proud of it.
Yes, he is.
This is
It was a
Yes.
long time overdue.
Yes.
Amazing.
So we do have quite a few openings.
Great.
Full-time, part-time, they're all listed, they're all posted on there.
Now, what is the process? A person fills out the application, and if it's someone that you feel will fit a position, you call them in for an interview, or does everyone get an interview? How does the process work?
Okay, well, they complete the application. I have one secretary that usually gets the applications. She downloads them from the computer, we look at them, we set up an interview. She will call them, give them the information, when the interview is. After that, if we see that they're fit for that position, or sometimes they're interviewed by a panel of different department heads that do need, let's say, an administrative intern. they may find that person interested to fit a different kind of job. So it is a process where the applicant feels comfortable. We give them all the information that they need. From there, from the interview, they're offered a position, and we just move the process on.
What is the residency requirement?
As long as you have a valid driver's license, you could apply.
As long as you live in, but residency, East Chicago residents only, or are there positions that are available for people who do not live in the city?
Exactly, for both.
Okay,
For both.
And you can apply online too,
Yes.
so if you have a computer or whatever, you can just do all your whole application online as well.
Fantastic. So Vanessa Hernandez-Orange, your first time here as the Director of Parks and Recreation. Let's start out telling our listeners a little bit about you.
Well, it's hard for me to just kind of sum it up, but I'll say this. Parks and Recreation has been near and dear to my heart. About 20 years ago, I was an intern for Parks and Recreation for about 4 summers in a row, which actually got me into studying recreation sports management because of my background in sports. So
Now they call you Coach?
They call me Coach V. Yes, a lot of my kids still know me as Coach V. And it is the sports background that I had, but to have the opportunity, Mayor Anthony Copeland giving me the opportunity to come back to the first job that I actually had, which was, in Parks and Recreation. I think it's very special to me, near and dear to my heart, but I also remember what we used to be when we had children at the parks, in the programs, when we had adults playing in the leagues and all that. The goal is always to just have more people in Chicago partake in what we have in the programming. There's a lot of beautification that has happened in the city of East Chicago, in our parks, and the sculptures, the trails. Look at our greenhouse. Our greenhouse is amazing. It's a hidden gem that I invite people to come and tour. But all this is definitely beautiful, and now I hope that I'm able to bring the programming aspect to the Parks and Recreation Department, because that's what I used to love, to be involved in the sports programming. Just seeing my staff this year, we did virtual programming, and it was totally different for them, for something brand new, and they at the end loved to do something and asked to do something else in regards to virtual programming. So kudos to our staff, the Park Recreation staff, for even taking that step to say, hey, we could do virtual. We have to accommodate to our residents, and we're doing a good job, I believe, and I hope that everyone else does. With that, the mayor's always been weary of COVID, and I understand, because my other hat as a school board member, we see the numbers too in the schools.
And we're letting our listeners know that you are on the school board for the city of East Chicago as well. So you serve 2 purposes in the city.
Correct. But with that, we still have our conversations, and we say, hey, we want to make sure that we have something for our children for the summer. We want to open up a little bit more. We want to give a little bit extra. So we are, and that's why this year we're doing free, I said it again, free kids summer camps.
Wow.
So it's different from the Star Summer Camps that we used to do, from a panel that we had together to see what we wanted to do for the summer. Let's have camps that are outdoors. One, to promote our outdoors, so the kids could see, hey, we have these beautiful spaces that we could enjoy. 1, 2, so we could be socially distanced and spaced. With our free camps, we have 8 weeks of camps, and this would be of different sports. And because of my connection with the schools, I was able to contact our varsity coaches, and they actually will be the ones that will be spearheading these camps. Again, back in the day when I was an intern, that's how we used to do things, to make the connections so that we could continue to keep East Chicago kids in East Chicago. The first time I met Kawan Short and Etwan Ward was when I was working as an intern, and to see the growth of that, that's exactly what I want to see for our children here. We keep them young, we keep them through, and this is what the vision, I guess, not just mine, but the vision is.
Right, because you're a little too young to have been around for Kenny Lofton when he was growing up.
Yeah.
A little bit. But a lot of superstars have come come out of East Chicago.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
They have truly been nurtured through the city of East Chicago.
Absolutely, and we want to keep on encouraging that. And one thing, Verlie, that is very special to me that we're doing, and I think we're having a special learner week. So we understand that there is a lot of special learners in the city of East Chicago. So we're going to do something different this year. We're going to give them a week so they could come in and do a lot of hands-on stuff. And I've talked to the police as well as the fire. They're bringing in their touch and public works. So they're going to bring in their trucks at the end of our camp, and they're going to be able to do the touch truck so that it's something different. And I just like the fact that Mayor has allowed us to just reach out to everyone. I do ask to come into the Parks and Recreation Department at 1615 142nd, fill out an application.
So now that's right at Washington Park, right?
Yes.
So you get to see the beautiful greenhouse when you come there. Many times I went there to get pool passes for my daughter in the summer, so.
So not only
is the pool gonna be open?
So that was the question I wanted to avoid.
I'm sorry, I know with COVID,
Yes.
the possibility is probably.
No, we will not be opening because of COVID again. It's really hard to just keep track and space everyone out, and how can you wear your mask all the time in the pool? So no, we will not be opening, but we hope to open in the future. Obviously, we're gradually taking those steps to open up completely. But you mentioned,
but they are being maintained so that when it's time to reopen, it won't be a major issue.
Correct. So we've had a couple of things with the painting of the slide as well as the stairs that's kind of getting fixed. We have the concession stand that's also being renovated on the inside. So we're taking steps. The mayor has allowed us to continue. He told me, look at what you need done and let's get it done now so that when we're fully open, it's going to be what it needs to be. And I'm very appreciative of that, where, when we're fully open, you're going to see a lot of new structures, or not new, but newly renovated structures. So I think that's very important. The work doesn't stop. We're working.
Fantastic.
But like I said, you come in, you can apply for a summer camp, but you can also see our greenhouse and buy plants. We've had plant sale going on since the beginning of May, and I think we have multiple plants that range from $3. I think our plant that's the most, it could go up to $20, $30, and that's depending on the plant. Again, we also do curbside pickup through our Parks and Recreation Department, and we give away our produce that's that we grow in our greenhouse.
Fantastic. I was going to ask, so is there like a farmer's market going on, or how does that work as far as the produce?
The produce that we have at our greenhouse is actually, we grow it there through the SIA system that we have, so it's all organic. And certain items we end up, mostly like the lettuce, the culantro, we had tomatoes, that we end up giving away on Thursdays. Along with, we have partnerships with Catholic Charities. We've had partnerships with that will begin in June with Northwest Indiana Food Bank. They've also asked to be partners because we have a consistent flow of individuals who've come since COVID. So the goal was to continue to feed East Chicago and feed East Chicago to be healthy, and I think we've definitely accomplished that goal at this point. We'll continue.
Fantastic.
So, and I know I don't have a lot of time, but I have to say just some of the good things, other things that we have going on. We are renting out our shelters at our parks, so you can come in and rent the shelters out.
So people can still have their family reunions, their picnics at the park. And
yes.
Right.
And again, some people want different events. We do check for events. We always get the approval from our health director to see what's okay, what's not okay. I don't want to say anything can happen in Parks and Recreation because it's not. We do check with our health director because we have to keep everyone safe in East Chicago.
So that's Diana Garcia Burns, and then of course we have Dr. Jerry Browning as well, so I'm sure they collaborate. And
We got a new doctor.
oh, we have a new doctor. I'm sorry. sorry.
That's okay.
No one gave me that memo.
Dr. Paula Benchik is our.
Okay, so Dr. Benchek, I'm sure they collaborate and,
Correct.
you know, decide with COVID what's the best process in the city as far as, you know, gatherings.
Absolutely. And then we also have our Macarthur golf course, and again, another hidden gem that people forget is back in behind Central High School. But if you want to do some type of golfing for a very great price, I know it's 9 holes, but what we asked for the price to go around, it's a beautiful location. We just the gazebo was put in last year. The finishing touches are there, so now we're able to rent out if you would like to host a wedding or a quinceañera there. We have the batting cages. Batting cages are up and ready to go. We have a mini golf course in the back for individuals also. Again, we have a lot of things to offer for the residents. If you want to get out and just go have some fun, they're there.
And is it a walking course or are there golf carts now?
It's a walking course.
Right, okay.
Yes.
I know my daughter took golf there as a child, you know, when they had the little programs for the children.
Yes. I remember.
Yeah, they even gave her golf clubs. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I remember hooking kid on golf
Yes.
when I was interning.
You were probably interning then, yes.
Yeah. That's true.
Can we add one more thing for Vanessa?
Sure, Pat.
We are hiring part-time labor seasonal employees that will be under the direction of Vanessa, that will be helping her during this summer program at the camp for 8 weeks.
So are these like youth jobs or are these adult jobs?
They're youth jobs. 18
Okay.
and over is what we're looking for to begin with. And the reason for that, not to mention just the camps, but the vision is to, because we learned that during COVID a lot of people were using our parks, we wanted to see what else can we do to entice people to come to our park. So our concession stand at Todd, as well as Kosciuszko and Washington, we wanted to be able to allow residents to rent out like basketballs or volleyballs or from there, and that staff will help and rent it out to those individuals to bring it back.
So all the equipment then is available?
Correct. It will be available as soon as we have our staff, which we need people
We
to
need
apply
people.
so we can make this dream happen. As well as that staff will be cleaning up that park area solely because everyone uses the parks and we want to keep it beautiful. So
Yes. East Chicago has pretty much, to me, the most beautiful parks in Lake County.
they do.
And they are so well maintained.
Agreed.
Definitely. So it sounds like East Chicago is continuing to be the city on the move. Those summer jobs, are they on the website as well?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So they could apply, and that's why we're here. We want to let the word out. We have a lot of opportunities. I know that someone knows somebody or someone that's 18 and over that would like a seasonal job now that they're out of school. I think Vanessa needs those young individuals to help her out for the camp.
Definitely.
And I have to say, again, a nice shout out to Steve and the idea of the newsletter. I'm grateful that we get to feature the Parks and Recreation Department and check out the next newsletter that's coming out, and it's all about
It's all about you.
It's all about Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're excited just to show off a lot of the sculptures and a lot of the just parks that we have. 16 parks.
Yeah, who has that many parks? A lot of people are like,
That are maintained. That's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
maintained.
It's not just having parks in your city, but the grass is cut, the bathrooms are maintained. I mean, they're aesthetically beautiful.
Yes.
I want to say it started at $3.5 million in improvements the mayor dumped into the parks. And I think it may have gone up to maybe another $1 million or so. I mean, because they
Really?
put exercise equipment, everything you can think of.
Right, I mean, I love the splash pad at the beach. It won't be open this year, but I love taking my grandkids
But
there.
he's not done.
not done.
He's not done. We're anticipating more of equipment.
Surprises, more
stuff like-
surprises.
Yes, yes.
Well, we definitely have to commend Mayor Anthony Copeland for the wonderful job he's doing in his leadership role as the mayor of the city of East Chicago.
And one last thing, just I want to make everyone in the region aware, down Columbus Drive on June 2nd, they're gonna be demolishing the overpass the state of Indiana is. So if
Is
you're
that the
going
one
down
from the
that,
police department?
yes,
The library?
yes, if
Okay.
you're going down that way, beginning next week, there may be a little congestion in that area. They're gonna keep a lane open. But just stay tuned to our Facebook page. As we get information from the state, we'll start putting it on there.
Now, will they rebuild that, or it's basically just gonna be crossing the
know yet.
street then?
Yeah, we're not sure yet, so.
I know it's
so-
just built because of kids going to school, but from Sunnyside, I
Right.
know crossing that stretch.
Yeah, like I said, it's a state project, so, you know, it's a safety concern and things already.
It's pretty old, right? You don't
So,
want anyone having an accident that they're
Correct.
collapsing.
So just be aware when you're driving down in that area next week.
Okay, well, we definitely appreciate the City of East Chicago here, show here on WJOB every last Friday, fourth Friday, let me say fourth, because sometimes there are 5. So every fourth Friday of the month here on WJOB. I want to thank Pat Melendez, the new director of HR.
you.
Even though she's new to HR as a director, she's still been in East Chicago
I'm a grandmother.
many years.
I'm a grandmother.
Many years. And of course, Vanessa Hernandez-Orange, who is the mother extraordinaire to her 2 wonderful sons. And she's Coach V and her husband's Coach Jay, because he's the coach as well.
Yeah.
So Coach Orange and Coach Orange, we appreciate you both.
Thank you.
And of course, we have Ryan Lomax on camera today, as always, doing such a great job. Steve Segura, the Director of Multimedia for the City of East Chicago. I'm Verlie Suggs. We're signing off here, and we want to remind our listeners to stay tuned. Our award-winning veteran show, Veterans Views, is coming up next. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great Memorial Day weekend, everyone.
Yes, happy Memorial Day weekend.